Some of the X-Men's Hellfire Gala outfits were revealed today, and I thought it would be fun to give them a preliminary ranking based off my first look impressions. I talk a lot about the X fashion of the 80s in my review videos anyway, so this feels totally on brand for my channel. If you're not already in the know, the Hellfire Gala is a highly anticipated X-Men event that's taking place this summer. It'll take place across 12 different titles, telling the tale of the single night from 12 different perspectives, including in the recently announced one-shot planet-sized X-Men, which I'm sure is somehow related to the popular Instagram account of the same name. I love when movies take a singular event and show how it affects different characters, and that's exactly what we're getting out of this Hellfire Gala event. It's also when we'll be getting the final results from the X-Men election, and the new team of X-Men will finally be announced. At last count, it looked like Polaris was in the lead, but then a different infographic suggested that she fell a bit, whereas others rose. Even so, I sincerely expect that it'll be the green-haired mistress of magnetism who joins the X-Ranks, and not my beloved Tempo after all. Aside from all this juicy story that's being cooked up, the fashion is probably the other thing that readers are most excited and looking forward to. And if these previews tell us anything, it's that we have every right to be excited. The Hellfire Club is long known for its high fashion dress code, and since this event is being heralded as the X-Universe's version of the Met Gala, we're getting exactly what we'd expect from it on the runway, with some fun, superhero-y twists. So without further ado, here's my ranking of the previewed Hellfire Gala couture as designed by artist Russell Dauterman. Number 10, Kate Pryde. Kate is historically fashionably challenged. It's an ongoing joke in the X world, and I actually think that it's great to have a character who has no idea how to dress herself. A lot of the other X people are very fashion forward, so it's super endearing when Kitty opts to wear a clashing costume instead. I think this design is a bit of a hodgepodge, and I think maybe it's supposed to be. It harkens back to her snazzy costume, where she literally grabbed a bit of everything and threw it onto herself. I would think that by now she would have adapted the age-old adage of Coco Chanel and remembered to have taken one thing off before she left the ship, but instead I think she piled it all back on. The silhouette is kind of cool, and I want to like the asymmetry, but I think that the captain's jacket is what falls flat for me. She's definitely invoking the spirit of the Marauder in this look, and I think that if she had just lost that jacket aspect and stuck with that beautiful puffy red dress underneath it, then it would have looked a lot more glamorous. Number 9, Captain Britain. Betsy is harnessing the full power of the Union Jack again, just in case anyone forgets that she's not Psylocke anymore, but is indeed Captain Britain. It's a little bit too derivative of her current costume for me. I don't even like her current costume, so this sexy version of it isn't really scoring major points with me. And to be honest, I don't even necessarily mind the overall design of it. I do think it looks cool, but the problem I have with it, and with her superhero costume in general, is that it looks like the clothes are wearing her as opposed to her wearing the clothes. Now, I do catch the reference to her old costume in it. Not the armor-plated one, but the sheer nightgowny one that she first wore. Or maybe the reference is even just her nightgown in general, but it's those puffy sleeves and the lacy sort of boot panniers and the wrist cuff ribbons that are definitely throwbacks to me, and I do enjoy them. I don't think the makeup does her any justice either, though. It's something that we've seen on Drag Race again and again when someone is trying to be edgy, and even though I think that the makeup is also trying to be a throwback to the mask she used to wear, I think that the creators would do Betsy better justice by having her focusing on figuring out who she's become since splitting with Quanon. I still feel unsure of who her new identity really is, and a costume with motifs of tired Captain Britain swag and old Psylocke costumes isn't really helping me or her figure herself out. Number 8, Cyclops. Cyclops' outfit is pretty plain Jane to me. It's basically just a suit in his classic 90s colors that's been cut in an interesting way. The visor is alright, but it kind of makes me think of a look that someone in the 80s or 90s would create when they're trying to think of something futuristic. It really does give me some Judge Dredd vibes. Overall, I'm not faulting this outfit because I don't find Cyclops to have much personality anyway, and thus I wouldn't expect him to dress with much personality either, so it's really something that fits in with who he is as a character overall. Would I have liked him to try a bit harder? Yeah, sure. And maybe if he was still with Emma, she would have given him a push to do so, but he's not with her anymore, so I don't think we can expect anything cutting edge from Scotty anytime soon. Number 7, Rachel. I'll start off by saying that I think this outfit is really, really cool. I love the spiky, liquid latex feel that they went with, and if Rachel was dressing up for Halloween or a performance, then I would totally be on this outfit side, but as it stands, I think it's a bit too costumey for the Hellfire Gala. Rachel has owned her Hound's past before already, and she used to dress this way all the time when she was with Excalibur, so I don't really think that this moment is anything really new for her per se, especially not in terms of Rachel developing as a character. I do love it, and I think that it looks awesome, but I think it's a wasted opportunity for Rachel to have worn something that I almost wouldn't expect her to wear, and this just feels like something that I've already seen her in, albeit it's a very heightened version of it. Let me stress again, I love it, but I'm a bit underwhelmed because it feels recycled and kind of old news to me. Number 6, Storm. Storm's is another outfit that I wanted a little bit more out of. I think she played it really safe with this look, because it's essentially just a version of her classic black superhero outfit, but with some gorgeous gold accoutrement. The most interesting part of her look is definitely that lightning cloud cape, and I really hope that its weather changes throughout the night to match her changing moods. I think that would make for some really great visual storytelling. I think this outfit is cool and it's very glamorous, and Storm is often a very glamorous person anyway, but I've dragged others in this list for being too derivative, and this one edges on being the dreaded D word as well. Number 5, Jean Grey. The first in my top 5 is Jean Grey. This look to me is like a high fashion version of her Marvel Girl mini dress that she's been wearing a lot recently, mixed in with her Revolution era bodysuit. It's also not a Jean Grey outfit unless we get some pointy shoulder pad action, so I'm very glad that they didn't skimp on that detail here. I think the design here is super sleek, and my favorite part is actually the backless area that opens up half of her back, and that cape that falls just below it. It's a great length, and it looks like it will drape her majestically. I do not care for the wedge whatsoever, but overall, I think Jean looks really great, and while it's a bit simple, I think its simplicity is really what makes it work for me. Number 4, M. This outfit is great. I'm all about gowns for a thing like a Hellfire Gala, but I think M really delivers with this sheer pantsuit. It's obviously meant to echo her position as head of the X-Corp, because I'm getting some serious businesswoman-y vibes from it, but I think that helps her stand out a bit here. The best piece for me is the penance fascinator, and unlike Rachel's outfit that is just screaming for attention, I think this one is perfectly balanced. There's personality, but it's also chic. I think it's one of the only outfits that is readily versatile and could be worn for an assortment of events. A morning board meeting, then an afternoon at the races, and then why not finish the night off at the Hellfire soiree? Number 3, Angel. I love that Angel decided to go the self-sexploitation route for this outfit. This reminds me of his AOA counterpart a bit, but heavily cleaned up and modernized. Listen, I know it's simple, and that I am basically giving him a free pass just for showing his chest, but I really think he nailed it. Sometimes simple is best, and I think that this is one of those cases. Wait, did I say simple is best or simple is chest? Well, whichever, they both work. I think the cut of the pants looks very clean on him. It's not too tight like a tailored suit would be, and it hugs his hips just right so that they can tell us no lies. I love the loafers, and I love the X design on the inside of the jacket. The look of that fabric makes me think that it's made of like a very expensive silk that's soft to the touch. My favorite part of the whole look, though, is probably that gold halo-y chain that's strewn across his chest. It's just the right amount of jewelry to give this outfit the pop that it needed. Number 2, Rogue. And speaking of pop, take a look at that collar. This outfit screams Rogue to me. I totally see every reference in it. The collar is immediately drawing me to her old Brotherhood outfit, which she later recycled for the X-Men, and those booties are also a classic Rogue cut booty. But the best part for me is the lacy bodysuit that's underneath it all. I knew immediately which dress this was in reference to, and it's a favorite Rogue look of mine. I know it sounds like I'm just praising this look because it's full of old Rogue looks that I enjoy, but that's not the case. I think this outfit absolutely nails Rogue's sassy Southern Belle style and personality. She really is quite a rebellious woman, and everything in this outfit tells me that that's exactly who she is. Stylistically, I think this is one of the best outfits, and it's definitely one where Rogue is wearing the clothes and only she could get away with wearing them. They tell me everything I need to know about her, and my god, again, the pop of that collar is enough just to send me to heaven. Just fantastic. Number 1, Emma Frost. This could end with no other queen but Emma Frost. She's not to be outdone at an event that she's throwing, and I mean really, all eyes are going to be on her anyway. She's debuting a minimum of 3 looks, and I say minimum because why not hope for even more from her when the event truly takes off? I think all 3 of these outfits are a home run, a slam dunk, and a hole-in-one. The first one is regality in its finest form. It reminds me of Moira Rose in the finale of Schitt's Creek when she ordains David's wedding. I'm really getting some high fashion Pope religious regalia from it, crossed with like the most expensive fur that I've ever seen in my life and some highly modernized Cinderella glass slippers. The cut of the X across her chest is Emma using every asset that she has available, so why not give the people a sneak peek and let them know that there's still body underneath all this fabulousness? Her second outfit is probably my least favorite of the 3. It's a bit of a mix of Party City and Le Chateau formal for me, and reminds me of her characterization during those weird Xenogenesis years. I am not a fan of those weird-looking boots she's wearing, and I think this one is relying too much on being skimpy and trying to be risque, but without actually delivering anything new or exciting. The best part of it for me is that hat, which I think is meant to mirror the physical manifestation of what her telepathy looks like. The hat and the jacket and the boots all kind of clash a bit for me when they go together, because they don't mix together seamlessly or as a packaged finished product. But I mean, she still looks like she could kick some ass in it, and I'm sure she's probably gonna have to before the night is out. Her third outfit just has me floored. I think this is the penultimate of glamour itself. Emma wearing a fringy diamond-encrusted gown whilst in her diamond form is the chef's kiss of the Hellfire Gala fashion for me. The slicked back hair is a key proponent here for me as well, because it really finishes the look and brings it all together. The lines are smooth from head to toe in this one, and Emma knows it. This is Emma Frost, secondary mutation White Queen Supreme, and like a diamond itself, I just can't find a single flaw anywhere. Well, that's my list. I'm looking forward to seeing what some of the other mutants will be dressed like for the gala as well, and I hope that this is only the beginning of bringing the high-level fashion back to the X comics. You can let me know if you agree or disagree with any of my ranking in the comments, and be sure to come back soon for more Great X-Mentations.